All right, we're back out here at the workbench today with the power box I showed you how to build. You'll remember I said I'm going to show you how to charge it. Couldn't do that until it's built, but now it's built, so I'm going to show you how to charge it. Hang on. Orlando Prepper coming at you guys. You might hear a little aircraft noise. Got a neighbor building something over here on the other side of the fence. You might hear him hammering or sawing. So just hang with me. I'm going to show you how to charge this box. It's easy and it's really, very inexpensive to buy a panel too. So I'm going to show you. But there were a couple of comments on the video from yesterday that were very good comments. And I appreciate the feedback, guys. Bring it to me. I really enjoy that. But one of the things brought up was the amount of power you can use from this box compared to ones you buy, like the example I used, the Jackery. So I'm going to go ahead and run with that example again here. This box, like I told you, is 420 watts total. Well, you can use about 60% of that without damaging your battery. I'm telling you, you can do it because I've done it. I've actually used the battery in this box. I've actually used it many times. Drained it down to 11.9 volts, which is 40% left in the battery. And it's always come back up good. Held power well. I've had this battery about 3 years. So I know it'll do it. You can drain 60% out of that battery, which is 250 watts. You can take 250 watts out of this battery and it won't damage it. Now with the Jackery, you can take out 80% of what's in there, say 300 watts. That's 240 watts. So you're actually getting 10 less watts to use with the Jackery than you have with this. Now let me do that in dollars and cents for you. At 250 watts out of this box that you built for $120, that's 48 cents a watt. Now the Jackery, 300 watts, which you can use 240 of, at $300, that's $1.30 a watt. That's an 82 cents per watt saving if you build your own. And I'm telling you, these boxes work. A comment was also brought up that it needed a breaker or ventilation. A breaker is a good idea. Ventilation is a good idea, but it's not absolutely necessary. I've been using one of these for 3 years down here in Orlando. Out camping. 95-degree day, a 98-degree day, never overheated. And I've never had an issue with, anything overcharging because I don't use a huge panel on it. The demonstration I'm going to show you today is just a 25-watt panel. It's a Harbor Freight panel, which is, you can buy inexpensive. You can actually buy a 50-watt panel off Amazon for about the same price you can buy this 25-watt panel I'm going to use. But I'm using this one because it's part of a set I bought long time ago, and it still functions great. It's going to throw at least 1 amp in this charge controller when we turn this thing on. I promise you, at least that much. So let's get to it. Okay, here's our box today that hopefully you're putting together. Was talking about the options. If you will remember in the video, I said you could put an on-off switch in here, and I suggested right here. So I went ahead and did that. It's not necessary. Like I said, it's just an option. Just like your ventilation and, your breaker or your fuse. You want to put an inline fuse in there. It would be good to have those, but you don't have to have those. I know that because, like I said, I've used this box many times over the years and never had a problem with it. So, all right, let's turn this puppy on and see what we got here. If you'll watch that readout, we're not bringing any volts in, not bringing any amps in. There we go, the 0. We got 13.1 volts in that battery. And you're going to find this surprising, but it's an absolute fact, guys. I haven't put a charge on this battery in 3 weeks. It's sat there and it's held that charge that long. And it's a 3-year-old battery. Those Thunderbolt batteries you get from Home Depot, correction, Harbor Freight, are very good batteries. So now we're going to plug in the panel, which is right over there. You can see the shadow there. Kind of hard to see the panel itself the way I got it leaning there, but that's it. That comes in the Harbor Freight 100 watt set. We're going to plug it in right here in this USB port. Cigarette lighter port. All right, let's see what happens here. The panel just kicked on. You can see that right there. The charge rate is up to 13.5 and it's climbing. The amps, that's the going out amps. You got 0 because we're not actually using any power. We're up to 14.9 from the panel. 15, it keeps climbing. We got 0.9 amps coming in. Almost 1. I said we were going to have 1 amp. But it's almost 1, you know. Might be because that panel needs cleaning. It's been sitting in my shed for a couple of years. All right, I think that's enough for today. I showed you that it works. Everything works. The USBs work. The 12-volt outlet works. The 12-volt going in works. Like I said, I charged did this demonstration on a Harbor Freight panel, which has this kind of connection. This hooks in here, and that goes in your box. It's that simple. Thank goodness the Lord blessed me with the ability to do things like that. Don't have to go buy them. I put that connection on there myself. All right. If you got any more questions about this, let me know. I'll be glad to help you out. Any more comments, post them up there. You know, that's like I said, you know, the more we post in here and put about these things, the more we help people. So let's keep doing that. With that, I'm going to say stay strong, stay patriotic, pray for America, pray that the war in Ukraine is over real soon. Orlando Prepper is out.